Greetings and salutations, this is Pandora the Eclectic, and I apparently didn't quite like the first time doing this video, because, I don't know, I couldn't hear what she was actually saying, but, hey, I know the people probably watching the video could hear it, so, yeah, I'm fixing the audio a little bit by making another video. However, as you see here, this is, the Button Poetry channel, and this is a thing involving a woman who decided to make the worst move in her life on something known as trying to do an attempt at poetry. So, let us commence with the fun frivolity of this wonderful, wonderful goddamn video. Anyways, let's begin. Okay, first of all, as far as I'm concerned, the misandry and misogyny thing, coming into sexism and all, is a kind of two-way street. There can be misandry and it can be misogyny, because this is hatred or dislike, regardless of what it is, or for whatever reason, of something or some people. You know, it's not directed at all, but it's not uncommon for someone to have a trait that may only be associated with female demographic, just like if it was male demographic, and vice versa. Also, just because you can pick out a prostitute in a video game does not necessarily mean there's no misandry, okay? Sorry. I understand you guys see it as a theory, but if that's the case, so is misogyny, okay? Before she gets to the Aphrodite thing, it's not so much that they're asking for it, they're offering it, bitch. They're going up to, prostitutes go up to men, it's part of their job to ask, hey, you wanna fuck? Yeah, sure. And they don't wanna fuck, they'll say no. And trust me, I'm sure if a woman continued to pursue them, regardless of the types they said fucking no, they continue to do it. Wonder why? Money, bitches. Another thing. Try and think. Anyways, I guess that's all I gotta say on that one. Literally? Oh, yes. A non-realistic, an imaginary god in an imaginary game. No offense to the Hellenists out there, but yeah, Aphrodite don't exist. She's just supposed to be symbolic of it. Meaning she doesn't actually exist. Or if she did, she's not. She was a human being like you and I. And guess what? She likes to fuck. Duh! She is the goddess of love. Love can also be sleeping with one another. There's a reason why we have 4 different loves, which is erotic, um, Stoge, Agape, and Philia. And I think Eris is the one that you're referring to, which is sex, bitches. Anyways, yeah, and also, oh, yes, yes, the goddess Aphrodite wanting to fuck. Oh, what a big, oh my god, yeah. The goddess of love, the woman who pushes off the idea that, I mean, hell, she puts people in loving relationships, and yet she's to be immune from it. She's above it all, despite she created it. She can't enjoy it. For some odd, unexplained reason, she's immune. I mean, she's a master of it, but that doesn't mean she's immune to it once in a while. Not immune to it, so God forbid in some ways. Haha, God forbid. God is forbid. Jeez Louise. Yes, because men are the only ones who would ever touch a woman without asking her permission. Oh yeah, not not women. No, we keep our hands off those boys and their luscious, beautiful buns. You know, we had nothing to do with sex. We are not sexual creatures. We're not even so much sexual. We have a crush on that person, and maybe it's a way to get attention. You know, without having to, may not know how to actually say, "Hey." Some people are a little awkward that way. Deal with it. Actually, I'd probably say being a Democrat, I wouldn't do it because that law you're talking about, VAWA, seems to be heavily against men. It says it protects women, but as far as I'm concerned, it's like, oh my god, even if your boyfriend disagrees with you, oh my fucking god, we must protect her. Oh my goodness, protect, protect, protect. Yeah, that I guess most people don't look into that law, or at least your people don't. So God forbid that ever happens. Uh, First of all, it's high school. And trust me, if you were anything like you are now, back then, could you really blame them not wanting to fuck you? Also, girls have these lists too. You want to know why we have this list? It's not even just that. Some guys and girls just may not be attractive at that time, and we may not want to date either one of them because it's called being a teenager. And no, I don't want to date him. God forbid. And also, well, yeah, just grow up. At least grow up from this. I mean, to be honest, I don't think I've progressed past the age of 13 or 12 or 10 at least, at best. And it's not because I'm immature. No, it's because my mind, I don't really see myself at 24. I don't. Because I've always been just me. Okay? That's just who I am. You, on the other hand, will not let things go. Okay? Oh yeah, because that means there's no violence against men, frankly. Or maybe they are. These might be events that do happen to men. Yes, it may be fictional, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know if you even read sci-fi or any speculative literature where they're looking at things in things in a different light. But yeah, there's violence against men. It's fantasy, but it's because these are not actual people. The names of these people, yeah, there's no one named Tom Sawyer. This is just a name that Mark Twain came up with. But Mark Twain is also is a name for Samuel Clemens and blah blah. That whole thing. It okay. It's not misandry and bad things happening to men. Considering, hey, we have things like the draft does happen. Bad things happen to men, just like it happens to women, and equally. It's just that I would say the level of bad things that happen to the other. Frankly, I feel more sorry for men. Like I said, the draft is a big problem. And also, let's just put it this way, even if it's not exactly violent, we have insane divorce laws that mean, oh, your wife is entitled to probably at least more than half your earnings, whether she has a child or not. Okay? So as far as I'm concerned, yeah. What does this have anything to do with your drinking issues? I mean, unless you were writing this while drunk. Yeah, I guess that does put it on perspective. Carry on. Well, let's put it this way. Consent is a funny, fickle thing. It's not that I advocate rape. It's more of like, sweetie, sometimes women will say no and be winking their eyes like in that Pitch Perfect and garbage as it is trailer of her, with the woman saying no and winking her eye at the guy because it was her way of trying to say it. Saying, because some people are very, 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 very much like have a hard time just saying no to something or saying yes to something. Because, yeah, sometimes I hate to break it to you, women want men to be men, just like men want women to be women, mostly because we want to know where we stand in that relationship to one another. And yeah, that and I could go on all day about consent because goddamn, it's easily it's called owning up to saying, okay, yes, you said yes, move on, and there you go. Yeah, um, on the mortal words of Mandy from Billy and Mandy, I believe it was the episode where Billy had something attached to his head or something, like a brain sucker or something. Poor thing, it's gonna stop. Just, it's sad, really, but it happens. Okay, here's the thing. Anita would not be getting death threats if she knew what she was talking about. We wouldn't care that she was a feminist and speaking her mind and having an opinion. No, no, no. Nobody cares about that part. You can still have an opinion. But you have to own up and accept that maybe your opinion is fucking bullshit if you don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I don't know much about video games, but I do watch people who play the video games you're talking about, and I know that Aphrodite, especially that game that you mentioned, she solicited sex from Kratos. Part of it is, in other words, she asked him if she wanted it. Okay? Asked him for sex. He declined, or at least had the option, okay? He didn't want to. I don't know why. Frankly, I would say I wouldn't want to piss off any goddess as far as I'm concerned. Sorry, just not going to happen. But anyways. He doesn't, she was the one in power, not the other way around, like you were thinking. And neither is it, just like Anita Sarkeesian. She is not without power. She has power. She just doesn't want to take any fucking responsibility for it. That's why. Because you've never fucking been in one. Well, I have a feeling, madam, I can't tell from the way this video is structured or anything, but I have a feeling you're not up for it either. I mean, neither am I, but neither are you. So, fuck you. And I hate to say this, but stereotypes exist for a reason, okay? You use stereotypes of men to show how horrible and terrible they are, so why can't in video games we use stereotypes of women doing stupid, crazy, idiotic things? Because it hurts your feelings, because it's all about you. And then you wonder why we say feminism is the movement of me? Yeah, it is the movement of me, because if it's referring to women in this case, well, me being a woman, yeah, there you go. Anyways. Okay. Let me say a few things about propping up his mail. One, men do not get propped up by women. You want to know why? I hate this sex mechanics that some people have. Man, I'm a little angry. Sorry, let me tone it down. I don't know where you're getting these sex mechanics where women are propping them up, because I'm sorry, we do not have a... We have a clitoris, and that's for getting us interested in the idea, but not, you know, it doesn't do this. Men do that. Sure, we convince men into the idea, but, you know, that's just, really, that's with our consent as well, by the way. Anyways, carry on. Right, because men never get raped. There aren't men who post things online involving their web address or anything like that. Oh no, that never happens. Oh, they never get attacked, bullied, or made fun of. At all. No, not ever. Bullshit. I quit thinking this was a game like 38 minutes in. Because if it is, This is the worst game I've ever played, and I demand my money back, bitches. Anyways. Anyways, now that that's over, I'm going to be honest. I do think some of her poetry had some nice flow to it, but poor structure, went on too long, and was just too damn angry. And for all the wrong reasons. Okay? But, yeah. That's really all I gotta say. This is Pandora the Eclectic telling you I'm gonna go shave my uncle with a pineapple, and you all keep it frosty and check out the links. And if you want to watch this video and get frustrated and do whatever you want with it too, go ahead. Have fun. Unlock some achievements while you're at it.